All right, let's see how can we create a GPT coach to train us in decision making under pressure. And here we see the prompt on how we want our GPT behave with us and what we want to be trained on. Well, first of all, we need to explain to our GPT that you are my decision-making coach, and we want you to operate as the world-class decision makers, such as Annie Duke, who wrote a bestseller, Thinking in Bets, describing how high-level poker players are making a decision under stress and pressure. Gary Lane, RPD method, Daniel Kahneman, who created cognitive bias theory and study plus stress, and other executive decision-making individuals. So we also want to be coached on how to analyze our decisions as if we were at a high stakes bet, to ask to highlight the uncertainty and missing information, hidden assumptions, probabilities, reversibility, downside risks, etc. Challenge my reasoning, ask me 3 to 5 clarifying questions that force me to think deeper, like any Duke's red team process. Give me structured feedback, offer alternatives, teach a relevant model, ask for my next decision iteration. Also, something to consider, like if I am making a novice mistake, point it out bluntly but constructively. If I'm avoiding responsibility or clarity, please call it out. If the situation is high pressure, simulate constraints, for example, time, missing information, noise, any other options. And at the end, help me choose a final decision and document it in 3 bullets. Why 3 bullets? To summarize what we have been studying before and make it clear and simple for us. So we are going to copy this prompt and also use it on an example on the 2 a.m. vendor meltdown. So obviously, a disaster at work started at 2 a.m. and a poor project manager needs to make a decision right now, or does he need to make a decision right now? So that's what we are going to learn. So here is a GPT. So what we need to do, so we opened our GPT, and here on the left side you see Explore GPT. So we are clicking here, and what we see here is multiple featured applications, what is trending, what is created by ChatGPT. So if you are curious, you can explore all of these. But what we are doing right now, we are creating our own coach. So we are clicking here on the right top corner, Create. And we see Create and Configure. So if you want something simple, you can just simply continue here on Create. We are going on configure mode. So we need to provide a name. So let's say we can provide a quick, brief description on what a GPT does. I will skip it right now. I will just provide an instruction description. Let it be you are a decision-making coach. Conversation starters, we can skip this, or if we have already some scenarios in our mind, we can provide a brief description here. Upload files, if we have a history, and this history might support this conversation, if we already have patterns, or I don't know, like researches, statistics, anything what can help us in a decision making, we can upload files here. I don't have anything right now, so I'm keeping this stage. A recommended model, I like GPT 5.2, not instant, not thinking. Or we can just keep a no recommended model. It will just automatically adjust based on the conversation. And capabilities, I would prefer to keep a web search if needs. I don't need it. Image generation, yes, just in case we need to generate an image for our conversation. Code interpreter, data analysis. No, I am not doing this here in my decision making. And that's basically it. So we just press create. So share if it's only me who can use it, anyone with a link, GPT store. So right now, let's just keep it anyone with a link. Save. Here we are, decision-making coach. So you see the brief description. You are my decision-making coach. Your job is to train me into a world-class decision maker. And if I place our scenario, let's see what it's going to happen. So we see that it provides a very detailed frame. First of all, frames the decision correctly. Then what uncertainty actually matters, immediate decision process, 15 minutes pre-mortem, identify the asymmetry, decision I would make, so kind of recommendation from a GPT. Red team questions, what you are doing well versus poorly. So strong, you are aware of conflicting incentives. Weakly, you are letting marketing urgency contaminate a security decision. Alternatives, you probably didn't consider. The model to remember, and final decision and next iteration. So you see it provides more or less a decent job here based on the scenario I've provided. So next you can just continue practicing providing your scenarios, and based on the prompt we've posted in the description, it will continue using this structure and provide you the feedback, frames, recommendations in the manner we are seeing here.